There's a guy I know, and he spent £1,000 on his front door. It's apparently so he can make a grand entrance. Hello, everybody! I just realised as I was talking, my microphone, I've clipped it to my chest, and it's managed to link itself to. It's managed to get stuck on one of my 4 chest hairs. So ruin the first joke already. Just fuck the first joke off. Welcome to this video, and I'm going to be talking about more games that are going up in price because that's the trend in it, and there's lots of saliva. I don't know why I'm producing a lot of a lot of fluids in my mouth today. How are you all? It's been a little while, just a tiny little bit of time, not lots of time, but a little bit of time since the last time I did a little bit of video for you. So I thought I'd catch up and see how you're all doing. But yeah, it's how are you all? Are you all right? Are you all okay? You all having a good time? Good. I did my job interview, as you may well have remembered me speaking about all the 5 people that watched the podcast. Yeah, it was an interesting day. I traveled 97 miles, which in America is like fucking next door, because that's how it is in America. Just a quick story. I was in California with my family, and we had to go to Palm Springs. And we were talking. I was talking to a guy who was the guy who ran the hotel before we went, because we'd stayed somewhere, then we were going on. And he said, "Oh, where are you going next?" You know, I was more like, "Yo, dude, where are you going next, bro?" Because it's like California. And I said, "Palm Springs." And he went, "Oh, it's not that far, dude. It's only like 3 hours away." And I was just like, "Really? 3 hours to us is like a fucking." It's like I'm checking tire pressure. I'm kicking the tires. What's that do? Have you ever been to a have you ever been to a garage to buy a car and you just walk around and you go, "Yep, yep," and they go, "Do you want to see the engine?" "Yep, I'd like to see the engine." Open it up just to make sure it's not an old wizened man just running on the spot. And it's like, "Yep, that's an engine. Yep." There's got tires as well. I've kicked them. I'm made sure they're correct. Yeah, it's a car. I'll take it. But yeah, that's literally what you'd be up to for 3 hours. But apparently that was just down the road. He came from there this morning. He's gonna go back tonight. But yeah, so 97 miles I travelled for a job interview. I turned up. I met the guy. I'd been previously told by him that because I'd done so well in the last bunch of interviews in the previous job, that if I was to be if another role was to come along, all I had to do was turn up. Just turn up, right? I was suited and booted, guys. I was looking like James Bond's Taylor's brother's uncle. I was that suave, okay? And and I turned up, and he was like, "Yeah, so this is this, and this is that, and that's where the shits are put." And I was taking it all on board, thinking, "Yeah, I like it in this place, not this one because this is fucking miles away, but I like maybe the one by me will be similar." And then he took me upstairs in the room, and no, because we spoke about the casting couch, not a casting couch, but he did give me 5 maths tests, and I was like, "So what's this?" And he went, "So I'm going to give you 20 minutes, and I'm going to give you a maths test." And I went, "What?" And he went, "Yeah, I'm going to give you a little maths test, see how you get on." And I went, "I don't remember. I don't what? I'm not ready for maths. I've just woke up like 2 hours ago. What the fuck? Why am I doing maths now? Am I in school? Am I in year 8? I didn't do maths then. I'm not going to do maths now." But I had five maths exams, and then he told me he'd let me know in a week's time how I'd got on, and I thought, hang on. And then a seagull shat on my car twice. So, and it looked like he'd eaten korma or something. It was a fucking beast. I think just a disgruntled employee saw me come in and thought he looks like he might be running the place. I'm going to do a massive shit on his car. But yeah, so that was my day, and it took me all fucking day to get back. So my entire day off was taken up driving to Bristol and back, which was fine. I had my music on, but yeah, it was one of those. I could have done without it. I could I could have done a million. The lawn needs mowing, and I couldn't even do that. But anyway, fuck 'em. Is what I say. Oh yeah, and then to put it up for people who aren't from this country, we have a job website called Indeed, and ironically, that job came up on Indeed. So I don't know if I've got it. It's like, what the fuck? He told me on the phone, you were the only person I would pick. And it's like, I think you're a cunt. But anyway, hey, what can we do? What can we do? Anyway, welcome to the video, guys. I'm harped on. I was going to do a live stream. I said the weekend. I'm going to do it Sunday. And the reason why, Joe, shut your faces. Stop it. And you, stop it. That's just pointing. But see, break the fourth wall. It could be any of you. If you are sitting slightly to the left, I've just insulted you. No, I'm not going to do it tonight because I've just come off another week of night shifts, and my energy's low. This is my energy. It's low. So I'm hoping tomorrow night. I've got lots of things set up, lots of good things. I was going to do it, and I thought, I want it to be yes, because I've broken up from my night shifts now. Thank you very much. It's going to be good. And there's a few discussions I want to have tonight, but I want to get into the games because I had a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to you all. You are all lovely. Nice to see you. Nice. A little bit of Bruce Forsyth for you all there. Good game. Is he dead? Is Bruce Forsyth dead? I think I've had this discussion before, and I think I googled it and then forgot the answer. Be like, what the fuck happened then? What the fuck happened then? Shit just come flying on the screen then. I may have to come back on the videos. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to double check that it hadn't stopped recording. I don't know what happened then. So Bruce Forsyth, he's a zombie. Des O'Connor, I don't know if he's still alive. He's probably a zombie. Who else could be zombies? Let's have a think. Can you imagine if Jimmy Savile was a zombie? That'd be terrifying, wouldn't it? That'd be horrible. What would he'd just kind of go, oh, and then offend children. Let's not go down that alley. Dirty fucking bastard. Anyway, I used to have a t-shirt. I had a t-shirt and it was Jim fixed it for me. And this was before it all came out that he was a nonce. So just Jim fixed it for me on the t-shirt. And I'd walk around with my Jim fixed it for me t-shirt on. And then obviously it came out that he was a creepy bastard, wasn't he? He was fucking uber, he was like the final boss in the paedophile games. You know what I mean? He was a serious pedo. And I didn't want to lose my t-shirt because all of a sudden it had become really funny. So I wrote on the back because I did illustration at university, so I thought I was all cool and hip and interesting to wear these t-shirts. So on my back it said Jim fixed it for me, and on the back I just put, but I don't want to talk about it. And it did quite well. Yes, I only got chased down the street 4 times. My friend had the best t-shirt though, and it had a picture. It was like an advertising thing on the front, and it said Fred and Rosemary West landscape gardening. It had a number on it. He got kicked out of college for that. He wasn't allowed to in. Sent him home, twat. Anyway, he knew what he was doing. He was so offended when they sent him home. Yes, so there you go. The one time, this is how we're not. People say, like, people keep messaging me, go, "Oh, I bet you're so much fun to hang around with." This is how bad I was. Okay, just drinking. It is mango cider. It's fucking lovely. Lily's is the name of the company. Lily's is fucking beautiful. So anyway, shut your faces. So yeah, the one day I've been pissing my friend off to the point of distraction. I think I've been winding him up all day, all day. The guy hadn't got a chance, right? And I he was doing what's called pixel art, which is where you draw pictures pixel by pixel. So it's tiny, small, and then when you inflate it, it creates a picture. But it's pixel art. It's tiny, right? And he'd spent hours on this, hours. And I was sat next to him. I was doing mine, and he said, "Oh shit, I need the loo." And I said, "Well, go to the toilet." And he said, "Oh, I don't know. You're going to do something." I went, "I'm not going to do anything. Just go to the toilet." And he went, "Please don't do anything, Phil. Please." I think I'd been winding him up quite badly. I made him cry a couple of weeks before. This was my friend. This is why you don't want to be my friend. I'm a cunt. I'm not even gonna. And he was sat there going, "Okay, I'll go to the but please don't touch, please." And I went, "I'm not going. Fucked off to the loo. God, I'll look after your jewelry." Anyway, he came back, and it was tiny, small. Like it was literally huge. Like it had to be about 1,000, 2,000 pixels in length, about 1,000 pixels in height, but it was tiny. Right, it was just tons of information on it. And he came back, and he kind of looked at it, and he went, I'd left the mouse. The mouse was exactly where it was before, and I looked at him and I went, "Of course I haven't touched it. Sit down, silly Billy." And anyway, about a couple of days later, we handed the project in, and we were looking at it, and the tutor kind of came up to him and said. To me, he said, "Yeah, really good job. Well done, Phil. And thank you very much." And he said, "Well done" to him. His name was Nick. He was a really good friend. And he said, "Well done, Nick. Not sure about the cock and bollocks on the guy to the far left." And he went, "What?" And he went, "Yeah, the guy on the far left seems to have his cock and bollocks out." And when he zoomed in and zoomed in and zoomed in, he kept zooming and zooming and zooming. Yes, there was a little fellow, a little pixelated man. He was made up of about 20 pixels, and his dick was flapping in the wind, and he wanted to kill me. He really did want to set me on fire at that point. But he didn't, because that's the effect I have. I used to piss him off all the time. Anyway, should we get on to the games? Fucking hell. Again, I shall skip all this shit so that you can get to the games. The problem is, and I mean this sincerely, right? I just get so excited that there's so many people on here. I have nearly 1,000 of you on here now. It only feels like a couple of weeks back we were talking about 800 and 700 and 500. I've got nearly 1,000 people on here that, for some bizarre reason, want to watch my shit. And I get very excited. I'm like, I need to talk to them and tell them stories and make them laugh. I get so excited. So unfortunately, it's like blah, 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 and I have to tell you everything, like a child who's waiting for his. Oh, I need to tell you everything. Oh, I did a poo and then a wee and then shit came out of my ass. That's me. I did do a poo and a wee earlier, but I'm not going to tell you about those. There's no need to know. Yes, so yes, let's do the games. So these are games that are going up in price. These are games that are. Yes, they are becoming victims of the Xbox 360 bug. A little bit of Windy Pops there. I had burger and I had these little pizza bite things for tea, and I've got my mango cider, and I had a little slice of Victoria sponge, and it was quite nice. It was a lovely dinner. I sat there quite happy, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to do a video now. How better? And a good early night's sleep. Hello, that's an evening, isn't it? So this is the first one I'm going to show you, and it's LA Noire, but it's the complete edition, which is becoming very rare and very pricey as well. LA Noire being that fantastic Rockstar game where all the faces moved properly, which meant you could guess whether they were guilty or not. There you go. There's the games. Is there a book in there? Where's my book gone? My book's fell out. Has it fell out? Or is it there? My book's fell out. Oh, well done, man. That's enough. Where the hell's my book gone? Oh, it's in there. So yeah, there you go. LA Noire. Yes, grab these. That's a particularly good game, especially if you like. It's got a bit of Rockstar to it in terms of the driving and the shooting and the actual fighting. But the investigation and the interrogation part is spot on, and it goes to show you that if you think of the time that all these companies have been going, ADOS and ADOS, the first one I picked, Ubisoft, and all Infinity Ward, and then you see how they have progressed through the years with their games. Like Bethesda, for God's sake, has just become so different to what it was when I first heard of it. Rockstar still produce the goods. They're still very good. They put such a great mark on their games. Always adults, Always 18 plus games, aren't they? There's very rarely a table tennis. I think that was the only game that wasn't joked. My son said, "Can I play a Rockstar game? Just play table tennis." He's like, "This wasn't what I meant. I meant GTA." But they always get it spot on, and definitely worth picking up. You haven't got to pick the complete collection up, but definitely pick the game up. It's very good. Next up is a game I've mentioned before, but once again, it has gone up again. It is Metal Gear Rising. There he is. He looks fucking mental. Yes, this is a game where you play as Raiden, or Gaiden, as I used to call him, because he was so gay in the second one. And he's been enhanced. He's been cybernetically enhanced, and he has a big sword, and he chops people up for dinner. It's still on. Yes, and it's a very good game. There or thereabouts. It's a very good game anyway. These are another bunch of games that are going up in price, and I don't think I've mentioned them before, but they are fucking fun. Um, Earth Defense Force 2017 and Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. There are more in this range, and I'm struggling to get my hands on them, but bloody hell are they fun. They're couch play as well. You and some mates, couple of beers, and you just have to fight your way through gigantic insects, and it is insane. About 20 to 30 pounds a game now, these, but they're very low budget. They don't look the prettiest. They're a bit messy, but God, are they fun. So much fun. I dismissed these games on several occasions. I think it was that one. I just look at that. I mean, why would you pick that cover up? But it is a good game. So much fun. So much fun. I'm just going to adjust my pants because my cock's gone to the one side and I've sat on my bollock. There you go. Always a pain when you sit on your ball. My wife will. My wife's so used to me doing it now. We were having a coffee at a super. We were gone to like a shopping mall the other day. I wasn't picking my nose. I was scratching the side of it. Fuck off. And we were sitting there, and all of a sudden I went, "Ah!" And she went, "Ball?" And I went, "Yes." And there was a woman next to me, and she went, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "What the fuck? Don't join in." Obviously, her husband traps his ball as well. It's nice to know that we are an exclusive club. um, Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, the moody fucker. Oh yeah, he's staring at the sea that looks like a tit. Remember? This has gone up again. This has gone up again. Definitely one to pick up, guys. It's becoming quite expensive now, and if you don't get it soon, well, you're going to be paying 20 to 30 pounds. It's about a tenner at the moment. It went up from about 6 quid, but it'll go up again. Number two's already at about 20 pounds. This one will be next, because they go hand in hand, a lot of these games. But yeah, um, before I continue, I just want to say a big shout out, and I want to give you a bit of a story behind it as well. Wednesday, I have to take my daughter to a class. She has to do she does a keyboard class, and I sit in the car for for a solid hour, just doing nothing. So I was scrolling through. I discovered La Fluff, which is which is Scottish for ball of fluff, apparently. No, what the fuck was that? You actually see my brain die. Did you see that? It was like, have you seen those adverts in the days where it was the stroke? If he's like leaning to one side and his arm's gone, he's obviously fucking tired and needs to go to sleep. That was a horrible thing I just did. Yeah, I was sitting there, I was watching YouTube Live, and fuck me, there's some degenerates on that thing. Jesus Christ, there's people mugging into the camera. There was one fucking retard, and he's got that Mario. Where's my Mario? I can show you. Here it is. He got one of these fucking things. He'd literally got this and Princess Peach, right? And he turned the fucking cunt on like that, right? And he was just doing this, making it make noise like this for hours. And people were going, "You're amazing. You're incredible." Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mario. Oh, he closed his eyes. That's cute. There you go. And yeah, there was fucking hundreds of people watching him going, "You're so good. You're amazing. You're the best." What the fuck is he? He was just pressing the button on a model. I put my comments in, just got drowned out by the thousands of fucking weird kids going, "This is incredible. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life." Like dangling keys in front of a fucking baby. Ridiculous people. There was people. There was one woman putting her curtains up. The fuck is this? But there was one guy, and I apologize if I get his name wrong. I think this is right. It's either It's Bale or It's Bait. I think it's Bale, but I will put his channel link down there. I did tell him I would do a shout out for him, and I'm doing this simply because of one reason and one reason only. Because he's an absolutely top bloke. I literally had given up the ghost at this point with YouTube Live. I was completely cynical. There was a guy in California going, "Yeah, dude, just like walking along, just with my top off." He was offending me with his left nipple. It was like, for fuck's sake, it keeps coming into this camera sight like it's playing peekaboo with me. Will you please put a fucking bra on, you cunt? But I'd had enough. YouTube Live was that was it. I was never going anywhere near it again. And then I bumped into this guy, and he was playing Crash Team Racing, and I put a little few comments on his thing, and I watched him, and I must confess, I'm not just saying this. He owes me nothing. I owe him nothing. This is the first time I've ever met him. He was friendly. He was really patient. He was wonderful. He was engaging. He was criminally under watched. There was very, very few people watching him. And to be honest, it got my. I was watching. I was enjoying his thing. So I want to do a shout out to him. Please, guys, if you like gaming content and you like you like us nice guys, because we're nice. I don't know where I came from then. I was Dick Van Dyke's Cockney guy. Oh, nice guys. Then by all means, show a little bit of love to the guy because he definitely deserves it. And yeah, top bloke. I will be seeing you again soon, good sir. And yeah, what a nice guy. So anyway, shut your faces. Let's get on with this because we've had enough talking now. Come on, you're derailing the video. Alien Breed Trilogy. There you go. Is a bunch of games that were on the arcade, the live. Team 17 who made Worms. This definitely isn't Worms. Look at the teeth on him. He's got one central top tooth. That's a fucking weird place to have a tooth. And it's all weird. Oh, God. Very strange. Imagine if he had braces. That's such a lame thing to say. But this is a very good game and it's going up in price. About 30 to 40 quid now. Dirty. Filthy, filthy, filthy games. Golden Axe Beast Rider. There we go. About 12 to 15 quid now. Good fun. Bit of a God of War kind of game. I've mentioned it before, but it is climbing. And then we've got these two, which go hand in hand. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. Come on, guys. Come on. My son loves these. They are so much fun, even now. God, they are insane. Shame you can't really do the zombie human thing anymore, but just working your way through the level, fighting off the tanks and the witches and the smokers and the squirters and the bobbers and the smellers. Some of them weren't made. Some of them were made up. See if you can guess which ones they were. But they are really starting to climb. For the full set now, you're looking about 50 quid. But they've always been a little bit expensive, about 7 or 8 quid a piece. But yeah, you're now looking about £50 for the two of them. And I've got one more after this one. The Line, Spec Ops. It's a bit of a, everyone knows this now. But Spec Ops, The Line is going up in price and is a bit of a naughty one. But yeah, about 30 quid now for this one. And finally, in this, before we sign off, is Guitar Hero 3. Legends of Rock. There it is with Slash on the front and the two characters, one looking a bit like Gene Simmons, but it's not. If you've got it with the guitar boxed, you're looking above £100 for that one. And I literally bought that recently just because it was so much fun to play. And I just really love Guitar Hero. I think it's a bit of fun, But before you say anything, I can actually play guitar. There's my Marshall amp. So yeah, so there you go. That is my video for tonight. We've talked, we've chatted, we've discussed, and we've gossiped. We've shouted out and we've shouted at, and I think we've all had a wonderful time. Um, I am going to be doing live stream tomorrow. I am shitting myself. I have absolutely no idea, but Access Area 6 gave me a little bit of confidence because I thought, you know what, the guy just went on and had a go. Because I have no idea what to expect. I'll either have 5 people or I'll have 55 people, but fuck it, as long as those people have fun, then I'm happy. Just like when Rick Waller was filmed. Remember Rick Waller from Pop Idol? When he was filmed, he was doing a blues club, and there was one guy watching him. No one else was watching him, just one guy having a bit of a dance. And he stood afterwards and he said, the people that watched me enjoyed it. And I thought, you know what, Rick Waller, fair play. You might be the size of a spacecraft, but well done. But yeah, so I have got a live stream coming up. It's going to be about 9 o'clock UK time, maybe a bit earlier. I haven't decided. I'll put it on the community. It'll either be 8 or 9 o'clock, something like that. And we'll have a couple of hours on here. So maybe 8 o'clock, I say, to 8 till 10. Let's do 8 till 10. And yeah, we'll have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a gossip. If there is anything you want me to talk about, if there's anything you want me to answer, any questions, and there's a little bit of fun here because I have these double jazz. What a jazz! We'll never know. Double dares beans jelly bean game. And if I don't answer a question, or I can't answer a question, or I choose not to answer a question, I have to eat one of these. It's a jelly bean, Phil. What the fuck are you on about? Well, yes, except for the flavours are ice cream or soap. That's the white one. Banana or squid. Fucking hell. What's that one? Kiwi or snot. Fucking hell. I used to like snot when I was a kid, though, so it's all good. Cola or snail. What the fuck is snot going to taste like? Oh, God. Strawberries or fresh blood. Peach or curry. Oh, God. So, yeah, there you go. I could either get a nice one or a fucking horrible one. But I think that'll be a bit of fun to put into the stream if you agree. But, guys, thank you very much for joining me on this video. Hopefully you're all well. Thank you so much for the support. I'm nearly at 1,000 now, guys. We're so close. Hopefully this video might tip me over that edge. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't. But remember, after 1,000, we're full. That's it. There's no more. Seriously, it's a fucking sausage fest in here. If a woman came in now, it'd be like that scene from Nightmare on Elm Street with the nun in the House of the Thousand Maniacs when they all spanked in her. And one of them was Freddy's dad. I think it was the guy who was played by Robert Englund. I think he was the one who maybe had the powerful sperm. That poor woman. I bet that was a terrifying porno. But do you remember that scene? Was it number 5, I think? The Dream Child? Answers on a postcard. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this video. Hopefully it's been fun. I'm a little bit tired, so once I've had a sleep, I will be back to full energy. No night shifts for a whole week, so you'll get a nice bunch of videos. I'll have some in the bank as well, kind of stored up, and then we can keep throwing them at you, and you'll have lots of nice, yummy new content to enjoy. But thank you very much for your support, guys, and I shall speak to you and answer your messages. If I don't answer you straight away, I do apologise. It's probably because I fell asleep. Which is a really good. There's a good chance that might actually happen. But thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm going to spend it with my kids, and they'll probably want me to buy them some ridiculous bullshit. I just bought my son the latest new Prime. Here it is. I've hid it because he's going to want every colour. So I've given him the pink one, and then I've got the blue one, and then there's that one. Costing me a fucking fortune. Fucking Logan Paul, whatever the fuck his name is. But yeah, these are apparently really rare, so I managed to grab one on my night shift because I work at a supermarket. So, perk of the job. I didn't pay for it, don't worry. Just fucking half-inched it. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I shall see you in the next video. But until then, have a great day. Bye!